WNNX HD1 College Park, Atlanta, and WWWQHD2 W255CJ, a Cumulus Media Station. 99X.
It's party time.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
What would you little maniacs like to do first?
That was my skull.
99X.
We return to the soundtrack of your misspent youth.
Bueller, life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while. You could miss it.
This is the House of Retro Pleasure.
Brought to you by American Financing, Atlanta's home for home loans. Welcome to the La Casa de Placer Retro. God, all I can do it in Spanish. You know, we've got, May the 4th to come tomorrow. And then on Sunday, Cinco de Mayo. So, you have to tune in. Picking up on Mexican radio.
My shoulder and the touch of the world that is older. I turn the switch and check the number. I leave it on when in bed I slumber. I hear the rhythms of the music. I buy the product and never use it. I hear the talking of the DJ. Can't understand just what does he say. I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. I dial it in and tune the station. They talk about the U.S. inflation. I understand just a little. No comprende, it's a riddle. I'm on a Mexican radio. 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 I wish I was in Tijuana, eating barbecued iguana. I take requests on the telephone. I'm on a wavelength far from home. I feel a hot wind on my shoulder. I dial it in from south of the border. I hear the talking of the DJ. Can't understand just what does he say. I'm on a Mexican radio. 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 Radio, radio, radio.
It's the Steve Show, starring Steve.
El Steve Show, comienzo de Steve.
Badges? We ain't got no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
No preguntes más si este amor es verdad, si es un sueño o realidad, o un simple viaje espacial. Quiero que sepas que no miento. Quiero cantarte lo que siento. Te digo con sinceridad. Repito con honestidad. Te busco con loca ansiedad. Te quiero con velocidad. Tú me das el paraíso y todo lo que yo preciso. Con tus palabras me deslizo en un profundo precipicio. Quiero que sepas que no miento. Quiero cantarte lo que siento. Te digo con sinceridad. Repito con honestidad. Te busco con loca ansiedad. Te quiero con velocidad. Te digo con sinceridad. Repito con honestidad. Te busco con loca ansiedad. Te quiero con velocidad.
Well, I think I'll have a beer.
We don't have no beer, just tequila.
What's tequila?
Yeah, it's like beer.
Is it fattening?
Fattenings?
Forget it. If it's like beer, we'll have some. 3 tequilas.
Sure, amigos. Enjoy yourselves. Try not to get into too much troubles, okay?
The House of Retro Pleasure.
Retro
Pleasure.
99.
I got uno Nicolette.
No, señor.
Essential
panza no están aquí. No, señor. No, señor, Don Quijote y Sancho Panza no están aquí.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
The House of Retro Pleasure.
99X.
Bless me, Father, for I have just killed quite a few men.
Oh, Mickey, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Me gustas más de mí. Oh, Mickey, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Me gustas más de mí. Oh, Mickey, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Me gustas más de mí.
one word in that, and that's corazon. The multi-talented and bilingual Tony Basil. Maybe Mickey. It's amazing what I have in my collection. Some things that I'm ashamed of. There you have our little free Cinco de Mayo fiesta here in La Casa de las Canciones Antigua Placer. I think that's how you would say it. We got some birthdays. Feliz cumpleaños. Coming up next.
99X.
Another original
Returns. Live X. Unplugged and acoustic performances from your favorite 99X bands and artists. Both classic and current.
There goes my hero.
Every Friday night at 7 p.m., we give you 2 back-to-back Live X sessions with a special encore presentation Sunday morning at 11. Since 1993, hundreds and hundreds of artists have stopped in and stripped down for an intimate gathering of freeloaders. And a new generation will be doing it again. Get the 99X app and listen for all the info on the next Live X.
What's up, everyone? It's Reality Steve, your number one source for all things Bachelor Nation and reality TV. Every day, I'm giving you the behind-the-scenes juice and your info on all your Bachelor Nation stories, and also interviewing some of your favorite reality stars. My name has been synonymous with spoilers, but I'm so much more than that. Give me a listen.
The Reality Steve Podcast, part of the Believe Network. Just search BLEAV on YouTube or wherever you listen.
Back in 92, he started this musical experiment with his evening program,
On the Edge.
Now, Will Pendarvis gets to work in the daylight. Weekdays 3 to 7 p.m., he'll drive you home.
Or drive you mad.
Depending on your mood or his.
99X.
Named one of the best personal finance podcasts, The Stacking Benjamin Show with Joe and his friends makes financial literacy fun.
Let's hear another success story. This one comes to us from Stacker Derek.
You guys are the best, and it's because of you I now understand retirement accounts, money in general, and how poorly the guests are treated when they show up. I really don't know where I would be without you. Thank you for $1,500, and here's to another $1,500 if Doug can survive that long without pay.
Find out more by searching the Stacking Benjamins podcast, wherever you listen.
The 99X family is back together. The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie, Steve Craig middays, Will Pendarvis on your drive home, and Matt Jones with Organic X every Sunday morning. And we're glad you're back with us, the original 99X. Hey, check it out. Join Steve Craig weekdays at 2 o'clock for Recess, a full hour of nonstop 99X with the perfect playlist to get you into a good musical place. Catch it weekdays 2 p.m. exclusively on the original 99X. 99X is once again offering a degree in musicology, Steve's College of Musical Knowledge. Pass the test, win prizes, and earn your official graduate diploma. The original School of Rock is in session every weekday at 1:45.
99X.
We're all juggling life, a career, and trying to build a little bit of wealth. The Brown Ambition Podcast with host Mandy and Tiffany the Budgetnista can help.
When it comes to navigating your career, it really isn't a linear path. You just have to make the best choices with the information that you have at the time and just trust in the journey. Our job security is ourselves. It is our ability to bounce back. And if there's one thing that I've learned is that I'm always going to rise to the top.
Brown Ambition.
Wherever you listen.
Can't get enough of the Morning X with Barnes and Leslie on 99X? Get the Morning X podcast wherever you get your podcasts and get same-day show content right after it airs. The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie, weekdays 6 to 10 on the original 99X. Listen to 99X wherever you go. 100.5 FM, 98.9 FM, 99.7 HD2. Stream us on the 99X Freeloader app, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, or just ask Alexa to play 99X.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents Rolling Stone's Useful Idiots with journalist Aaron Monte and podcast writer Katie Halper. Join Matt and Katie as they examine important news stories that may have slipped through the cracks. Enjoy wherever you listen.
Weekdays at noon, join Steve Craig in the House of Retro Pleasure for an hour of blast from the past tracks, including new wave, 80s, modern rock classics, power pop, punk, electronica, and anything else that wakes up that awesome nostalgia.
99X.
Join Steve Craig in the House of Retro Pleasure weekdays at noon for a full hour of new wave 80s, modern rock classics, power pop, punk, electronica, and everything else we could crank up on our boomboxes and Walkmans.
99X.
How wrestling really works and how you get the ratings. Eric Bischoff and Conrad Thompson explain on 83 Weeks.
This is indeed the first WrestleMania without Vince McMahon.
I mean, it's about as horrible as it can get, but does erasing that history make it any better?
Everybody's being careful not to celebrate Vince McMahon. I think you can acknowledge him without celebrating him. I think that's the double-edged sword that everybody's sort of carrying for now.
83 Weeks on YouTube or wherever you listen.
The original 99X.
Hooray, a birthday party.
It's my birthday, my birthday.
99X. Feliz cumpleaños en la Casa de las Canciones Antigua Placer. Basically, happy birthday. Dave Ball. You know who that is? Dave Ball is 65 years old today. Dave Ball, one half of the band Soft Cell, along with Mark Almond. Mark Almond is the singer. Dave Ball plays all the instruments on this Tainted Love.
Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain you drive into the heart of me. The love we share seems to go nowhere, and I've lost my light, for I toss and turn, I can't sleep at night. Once I ran to you, now I run from you. This tainted love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not nearly all. Tainted love, tainted love. Now I know I've got to run away. I've got to get away. You don't really want any more from me to make things right. You need someone to hold you tight, and you think love is to pray, but I'm sorry, I don't pray that way. Once I ran to you, now I run from you. This tainted love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not nearly all. Tainted love, tainted love. Don't touch me, please, I cannot stand the way you tease. I love you though you hurt me so. Now I'm gonna pack my things and go. Tainted love, tainted love, tainted love, tainted love. Touch me, baby, tainted love. Touch me, baby, tainted love. Where did our love go? Oh, don't you leave me. Don't you leave me no more. I've got this burning, yearning feeling inside me. Ooh, deep inside me. And it hurts so bad. You came into my life so tenderly, with the burning love that stings like a bee. And now that I'm surrendered so helplessly, you know I believe you wanna leave me. Oh,
Soft Cell and Tainted Love. Where Did Our Love Go on it? Dave Ball, the multi-instrumentalist with Soft Cell, 65 years old today. Wow. 99X in the House of Retro Pleasure. Of course, as we get closer to Cinco de Mayo, La Casa de las Canciones Antigua Placer. And it's also Aloha Friday, too, so you know. Request on line 7, 470-741-9999. Hey.
Oh, Mr. Steve.
Yo.
How are you, sir?
Excellent. What can I get for you?
Anything by Hoodoo Gurus.
Yes, and they're coming in concert September 8th to Center Stage.
Yes, sir.
It is Aloha Friday. When it comes to women, can't live with them, can't throw them in a volcano.
I've heard that.
It's true.
I've heard that. Love it.
The epic and tragic tale of Leilani, Hoodoo Gurus.
Phenomenal.
Pyroclastic, actually.
Thanks, buddy. Have a great one.
I'm sure my day will go better than Leilani's.
Quite violent. A tribal sacrifice led to the earth.
house of retro pleasure. 99X.
Last night a little dancer came dancing to my door. Last night a little angel came pumping on my floor. She said, come baby, got a license for love, and if it expires, pray help from above, because in the midnight hour she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. Wow, in the midnight hour, babe, more, more, more. With a rebel yell, more, 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 more. She don't like slavery, she won't sit and beg. But when tired and lonely, she sees me too big. What set you free and brought you to me, babe? What set you free? I need you here by me. Because in the midnight hour, she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. Wow, in the midnight hour, babe, more, more, more. With a rebel yell, more, more, more. He lives in his own heaven. He likes it to go from the 7-Eleven. Well, he's out all night to collect a bill. Just as long as dome is up his head. I walk the walk for you, baby. 1,000 miles for you. I dried your tears of pain 1,000,000 times for you. I'd sell my soul for money to burn for you. I'll give you all and have none, babe. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, to have you here by me. Because in the midnight hour, she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. Wow, in the midnight hour, babe, more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, 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 more. Oh yeah, little baby, she want more, 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 more. Oh yeah, little angel, she want more, 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 more.
Billy Idol with a rebel yell. Got his set on Sunday. Shaky Knees is upon us. Gates are open now, too. You're heading out there for the first day. When you go to Shaky Knees, Be sure to wear your 99X. Show your 99X. If you got a big shirt, great. Make your own if you have to. Anything that shows 99X. If we spot you, I do believe Matt Jones is heading out there in a little bit. I'll be out there this afternoon. Will Pendarvis as well. If we spot you all weekend long, wearing some 99X, like a big shirt, representing, repping, we will make you one of the elite members of the 99X Freeloader Founders Club. Because the Freeloader app is launching this summer, so as a member of the Founders Club, you'll have priority privileges for the free concerts, the VIP experiences, the pre-sales, 99X and artist merch, food freebies, Freeloader points, live X performance, a whole bunch of things that, of course, you remember what you got with the Freeloader card, which you probably still have, I'm sure, crumpled in your wallet. So make sure you're showing your 99X out at Shaky Knees. We'd love to come and hang with you a little bit. And I got a phone call. What you got, man?
Hey, Steve, I got a request for the House of Retro Pleasure, if you don't mind.
Senor.
Well, it is Cinco de Mayo. My wife is actually Mexican, so I'm taking her dancing this weekend. I was hoping we could maybe get some Duran Duran, maybe the Reflex going on.
Well, of course, they have a song about Mexico. It's called Rio. Because you're going to grab your Mexican wife and some castanets, and maybe she dances on the sand across the Rio Grande.
She's a huge Duran Duran fan, so I mean...
Well, there you go.
Rio or the Reflex. Either one. You take your pick, man. Go ahead. Either one of those.
You got it.
Thank you, man.
De nada.
That
got to get over the wall first. Rio from Duran Duran. 470-741-9999. It's the House of Retro Pleasure. What would you like?
How about your favorite Stranglers song?
My favorite Stranglers song is Always the Sun.
I'm game.
And bittersweet because it was 4 years ago today that we lost Dave Greenfield, founding member and keyboardist for the Stranglers. COVID took him back in 2020.
Thanks, Steve.
The late Dave Greenfield doing a great job on the keyboards with this, my favorite Stranglers song, Always the Sun at 99X.
How many times have you woken up and prayed for the rain? How many times have you seen the papers apportion the blame? Who gets to say? Who gets the work and who gets to play? I was always told at school everybody should get the same. How many times have you been told if you don't ask you don't get? How many lies have taken your money? Your mother said you should bet. Who has the fun? Is it always a man with a gun? Someone must have told him if you work too hard, you can sweat. There's always the sun. There's always the sun. Always, always, always. How many times have the weathermen told you stories that made you laugh? You know it's not unlike the politicians and the leaders when they do things by half. Who gets the job? Pushing the knob. That sort of responsibility you draw straws for if you're mad enough. There's always the sun. There's always the sun. Always, always, always. There's always the sun. There's always the sun. Always, always, always. There's always the sun. There's always the sun. Always, always, There's always the sun. There's always the sun. Always, always, There's always the sun. There's always the sun.
It's trying to peek through right now. Love that song, Always the Sun. For the late Dave Greenfield, who was on keyboards there with that Stranglers. Lost him 4 years ago today. More history dates for the House of Retro Pleasure next.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie.
For the first time ever, I saw an actual airplane removal. I mean, we see them all the time in the news. I've never been on a flight where they were yanking people. The flight attendant asked her to put her purse away. She said, you either have to put it up or under. And she said, I'm not putting it either place. I'm not putting my purse is staying right here.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, no, she didn't. The captain was not having it. So everyone, I was like, get your phones. Make sure you're on video.
I was going to say, did Barnes get out his cell phone?
Oh, I whipped a tripod out. I had the drone flying in the plane.
You whipped a tripod
I had freaking every angle covered. I was like, come on.
Weekdays 6 to 10.
How wrestling really works and how you get the ratings. Eric Bischoff and Conrad Thompson explain on 83 Weeks.
This is indeed the first WrestleMania without Vince McMahon.
I mean, it's about as horrible as it can get, but does erasing that history make it any better?
Everybody's being careful not to celebrate Vince McMahon. I think you can acknowledge him without celebrating him. I think that's the double-edged sword that everybody's sort of carrying for now.
83 Weeks on YouTube or wherever you listen.
The 99X family is back together. The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie, Steve Craig middays, Will Pendarvis on your drive home, and Matt Jones with Organic X every Sunday morning. And we're glad you're back with us. The original 99X.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents Putting on the Airs. Join redneck comedians Trey Crowder and Corey Ryan Forrester, two good old Southern boys, as they learn about and analyze fancy people and their culture. Half redneck, half posh. 100% fun and entertaining. Enjoy wherever you listen.
Every Sunday morning from 7 to 11, join Matt Jones for the perfect musical brunch, Organic X. Acoustic performances, stripped down alternative classics, plus tracks from over 20 years of our Live X sessions and more. Organic X on 99X.
Sweet Deals has an offer that can't be beat. Get instant access to Microsoft Office Home plus Business for Windows or Mac for only $39.99. This is a lifetime license valued at $219, an 82% savings. Supply is limited, so don't delay. Get your sweet deal today at sweetdeals.com.
Back in 92, he started this musical experiment with his evening program,
On the Edge.
Now, Will Pendarvis gets to work in the daylight. Weekdays 3 to 7 p.m., he'll drive you home.
Or drive you mad.
Depending on your mood or his.
99X.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents Useful Idiots, an informed and irreverent podcast with journalist Aaron Mate and podcast writer Katie Halper. Join Matt and Katie as they examine important news stories that have slipped through the cracks. Enjoy wherever you listen.
Every Sunday morning from 7 to 11, join Matt Jones for the perfect morning soundtrack, Organic X. Vibe some acoustic performances, stripped down alternative classics, new music discoveries, and tracks from 20 years of our Live X's on 99X. Steve's College of Musical Knowledge. Weekdays at 1:45. Pass the test, win prizes, and earn your official graduate diploma. Cool. The Original School of Rock is in session exclusively on the original 99X. This music experiment called 99X was originally started in 92 on an evening program called On the Edge and was hosted by Will Pendarvis, the guy you now hear weekdays 3 to 7 p.m.
The weirdness is out of the box.
On 99X.
What's up, everyone? It's Reality Steve, your number one source for all things Bachelor Nation and reality TV. Every day, I'm giving you the behind-the-scenes juice and your info on all your Bachelor Nation stories, and also interviewing some of your favorite reality stars. My name has been synonymous with spoilers, but I'm so much more than that. Give me a listen.
The Reality Steve Podcast, part of the Believe Network. Just search BLEAV on YouTube or wherever you listen.
The House of Retro Pleasure.
99X. You know in the end You know what to do. I'm gonna always be there. Sometimes if I shout, it's not what's intended. These words just come out with no cross to bear. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. Promise. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. Promise. But if you wait around a while, I'll make you fall for me. I promise you. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. And if I had to walk the world, I'd make you fall for me. I promise you I
When in Rome.
99X.
The facts of yesterday and today speak for themselves.
It's time again, Mr. and Mrs. America, for This Date in History.
A couple of big releases from the 80s on this day. On this date in 1988, right there. When in Rome, they released their one and only album, their self-titled album, When in Rome. Only one album, but it gave us one of the greatest new wave tunes right there, The Promise. And scooting back a couple of years, on this day in 1985, Dead or Alive, they released their big 80s album called Youthquake. With their dizzy classic, You Spin Me Round, like a record.
Open up your loving arms.
Orange Park, Atlanta, and WWWQHD2 W255CJ, a Cumulus media station.
Hey, this is Jay from Brookhaven, and I am 99X.
This is Linda from Dunwoody, and I am 99X.
Hey, everybody, this is Ed Kowalczyk from the band Live, and I am 99X.